There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat?
Pretty much sure we went through that on the last episode, Lady Arabella.
Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned. But the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have before. A reason for the Alliance leaders to cooperate. Can I ask one more favor of you, dear?
You can this time. What do you need me to do?
Lord Bacaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can stop mustering a counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to you, Count Damar's plan to decapitate the alliances has failed. The leaders are safe and back to their usual bickering.
What about the Ascendant Lord? Isn't he still a threat?
I suspect Count Damar's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives us a chance to salvage the peace talks. Bring the news to Lord Bacaro, then meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
Okay, I'll go speak with Lord Bacaro.
Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
Before I do that, I have the usual 100 questions. What happens to the delegates now?
While the conference site is repaired, I'll secure them in Gonfalon Bay. The captains in Koska can watch over the Royals and Valencia, and we'll have time to send for a new Fighters Guild delegate. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did.
Didn't you think we were going to defeat the Ascendant Order at All Flags Islet?
That's a difficult question. I knew we had to try. Actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. Lord Bacaro trusted me to protect the conference, and I let him down. The Ascendant Order was one step ahead of me all along. I've never failed like this before.
Why do you think you failed?
I didn't notice how powerful the Ascendant Order had become, and I should have sniffed out Count Damar's treachery. The clues were there. Wealth, grievances, arcane skill. Thanks to you, we salvaged the situation. And I can learn from my mistakes.
What happened to the Ascendant Order's ships?
Like Prince Ernskar, I had Captain Suso commandeer a siege engine. That sent a few of their ships to the bottom. Then when the shaking stopped and the storm clouds parted, the remaining vessels fled. After you defeated the Magus, I suppose.
Did any of Lord Bacaro's reinforcements ever reach All Flags Islet?
No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go tell him he can stop. The threat is over for now.
With pleasure, my lady.
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
Must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Aminos.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Raise a hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Yep, they're
Thank
back
you,
off
Sergeant.
bickering again.
Zaji cares. Can we go home now?
Wrong royal, Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now wait.
Well, this is exactly how the last episode finished. And speaking of which, thank you very much for joining me on the last episode of the High Isle Zone story quest, the main story. This is A Chance of Peace, and we are now off. Yeah. Fair enough. Just gotta go in the boat by the looks of it.
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
Stibbons, I haven't got time for you.
Ah, Lady Arabella's associate. What news do you bring me?
Good news.
I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have news from Lady Arabelle?
It certainly does. The delegates are safe, the Ascendant Magus is dead, and All Flags Castle is secure.
That's excellent news. My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now?
Lady Arabelle has secured them in Gonfalon Bay.
Of course. All Flag's castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though.
What sort of celebration?
Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flag's castle. Inform Lady Arabelle. We'll gather at Gonfalon Palace to celebrate your courage and the safety of the delegates.
I'll tell Lady Arabelle about your plans.
How often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though, did the Ascendant Magus inadvertently help us by attacking the royals? We shall see. Go, tell Arabelle. She'll make the arrangements.
High King Emmerich, Queen Irene and Prince Ernskar fought together against the Ascendant Magus.
Did they now? I can't wait to hear the entire story. I am surprised they didn't make use of the wards protecting Memorial Hall, though. We prepared the site to keep the delegates safe throughout the peace talks.
The Ascendant Magus's magic broke through the wards. He almost toppled the entire castle.
Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents that permeate the islands. A reckless use of magic, with little regard for consequences. Where did he learn that, I wonder?
The Ascendant Magus was Count de Mar de Fort.
De Mar de Fort? Astonishing! I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him?
He ordered the Magus to attack All Flags Island, but we never saw him at the castle.
Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. I imagine he's in hiding, fearing exposure and seeking a way to rebuild his forces. I suspect the Lord will remain in the shadows for now. Stay vigilant. Inform me if you learn anything more.
I certainly will do. Goodbye. Where are we off to now? Back to Mandrake Manor. Cool. See you at Mandrake Manor.
Welcome, my dear. What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor? Were you able to meet with Lord Baccaro, dear? What did he say when you told him about our victory?
Lord Baccaro wants to hold a celebration at Gonfalon Palace. He wants you to make the arrangements.
An excellent idea. Lord Baccaro knows it's vital to bring the delegates back to the table. After recent events, their faith in diplomacy might well be suspect. But a party, that's something they can all agree on. Can I impose on you again, dear?
Of course you may. What do you need me to do?
Tell the delegates Lord Baccaro dearly hopes they can attend a gathering at Gonfalon Palace. If anyone hesitates, use your charms to convince them to join us. Meanwhile, I'll throw something together. Meet me at Gonfalon Palace when you're done.
Where can I find the Alliance leaders?
Royals, no concern for their own safety. They each went off in search of a diversion. High King Emmerich to the temple, Queen Irene to stroll the harbor, and Prince Ernskar to the inn. I asked the Sisters' Guard to keep an eye on them, discreetly.
How will you get Gonfalon Palace ready for a celebration so quickly?
Leave that to me, dear. I'll send Jakan to round up our 3 brave captains and put them to work. It'll be all hands on deck, as it were, but I think we can manage. You just make sure the Alliance leaders attend the party.
Do you think any of the Alliance leaders will refuse the invitation?
These royals are a stubborn lot, or hadn't you noticed? I can never predict what they will do from one moment to the next. Remind them these peace talks are imperative. If that doesn't work, tell them the other 2 accepted your invitation.
You want me to lie to the Alliance leaders?
Sometimes a few untruths are required to grease the wheels of diplomacy. The royals will see right through the ruse, of course, but they'll play along. All they need is a reason to believe that this isn't a waste of their time.
Fair enough, I shall go and do that now. High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar. I guess it's High King Emmerich first.
Magus Slayer! To what do I owe this pleasure? Have I thanked you yet for all you've done? Not just for the alliances and Lady Arabelle, but for me personally. No? Well, thank you, my friend. I don't know many people who could have beaten the Ascendant Magus. But what brings you to the temple?
Lord Baccara has invited you to attend a celebration.
Another royal function. I'm getting tired of those ghastly affairs in most cases. I was just considering heading home. Queen Maria must be missing me terribly. Unless... is the celebration in my honor? It's bad form to refuse such parties.
Sure. Well, for you and the other Alliance leaders, it'll be held at Gonfalon Palace.
Irene and Ernskar? Well, I can't allow them to attend and not show up myself. And I guess I do owe them something of a debt, too. They did help us on Amanos and at All Flags Castle. All right, I'll attend Lord Bacara's celebration.
Cool, I'll see you at Gonfalon Palace.
It seems I'll need to pay more attention to the Sisters Archipelago in the future. My negligence allowed treason to fester and bloom unchecked. That changes now. But enough grim talk. We must celebrate. I will see you at Lord Bacara's gathering.
Since we learned that the Ascendant Magus is Count de Mard, will you punish House Dufort?
I will need to treat that situation delicately. Until I can prove one way or another that Duchess Elea was truly ignorant of her brother's plot, I can't in good conscience reprimand the entire house. Still, I don't take treason lightly.
Well, at least Count de Mard can't threaten you again.
No, but we didn't exterminate all of those Order bastards, and their so-called Ascendant Lord is still loose. I have no doubt his rogue knights will rise against us again. I'll withhold judgment on the Duforts until my daggers investigate, though.
That sounds good. See you at the party.
Well met, friend. Come have a drink with me. After the battles we endured, I was hoping to find a celebration. Unfortunately, this inn is as dead as the elk served at the Skull King's table. Have you come to drink with me, perhaps, my friend?
Not specifically. Lord Baccara has invited you to attend a celebration.
Well, that's a welcome bit of news. Even a party full of royals and nobles has got to be better than this place. Wait, will Emmerich and Irene be in attendance? If they decline the invitation, I probably should as well.
Queen Irene and High King Emmerich both pledged to attend a celebration at Gonfalon Palace.
And it seems I have no other choice. I will attend Lord Baccaro's celebration, and if the festivities evolve into more serious conversations, perhaps I will even listen. I'll see you there, my friend.
See you at Gonfalon Palace.
Wait until the Skull King hears what he missed. Raging storms, a deadly jungle, a battle against near hopeless odds at an ancient castle. My father is going to kick himself. Well, maybe not about the storms. He gets sick at sea.
You really think Joran the Skald King will be disappointed he wasn't here for all this?
Absolutely. He was an adventuring bard before he took the throne of Eastern Skyrim. He's not as ancient as Emmerich, and that old lion enjoyed himself. When we weren't almost dying, at least. I'll send a report to my father. Tell him all about it.
So you plan to stick around and wait for the peace talks to resume?
As long as nothing else out of the ordinary happens, I'll stay. At least for a while. The weather here on High Isle is so much nicer than what we have in Windhelm. I can do without the cold and the snow for a little longer.
I'm sure you're going to miss it soon enough, but I shall see you at the party. Queen Irene next, down by the docks.
And what will you bet? That ridiculous nose ring?
Hello, friend.
Find another
Looking for
racket,
me?
Gragas. Tribute ain't for you.
Yes, I was.
I've always loved the sea. Comes from growing up on Somerset, I suppose. But what can I do for you, my friend? Don't tell me there are more rogue knights threatening High Isle.
Not at the moment. Lord Bacaro has invited you to attend a celebration.
A party? Just another excuse to get me and Emmerich in the same room. Oh, very well. If we could face unprecedented danger together, we can probably survive sharing a few drinks and some food. And where will this gala event be held?
The celebration's being held at Gonfalon Palace.
That's probably for the best. It's close by. And All Flags Castle was quite a mess after the battle with the Ascendant Magus. It will take Lord Bacaro considerable effort if he plans to make it ready for the conference again.
I shall see you at Gonfalon Palace.
Most of the belongings I brought along were lost when the Perfect Pounce sank into the sea. I wonder if I can find any suitable attire on this island. Breton tastes leave something to be desired. What am I thinking? This outfit is perfectly fine.
I agree completely, you look lovely. Did you talk with High King Emmerich and Prince Ernscar before the attack on All Flags Islet?
We did not discuss peace, if that's what you're asking. We disagree on important issues, which is why diplomacy usually begins with social occasions. Banquets, balls, hunts, and the like. Rarely do they involve fighting for your life, though.
What did you talk about then?
We regaled each other with tales of how we survived the shipwrecks and our adventures on Amanos. I believed Emmerich was past his prime, no longer the great hero. And Ernscar struck me as young and brash. I now have a different perspective.
That's nice. Meet you at the party.
This is not good. Rigert needs help. Again.
Rigert always needs help. Nearly every map I've been to, Rigert needs help.
Hey, good looking. Got a moment?
Anything for you, sexy.
Lord Bacaro may have proclaimed that this was a celebration for the Alliance leaders, but everyone came out to see the hero who saved All Flags Castle. I'm impressed how fast the word got around, even if I may have had something to do with that.
Is something else on your mind, Jakan?
Just wanted you to know, I worked it out with Lady Arabelle. She considers my debt to her paid in full. I think she may have confused me with you, but I'll take it any way I can get it. So go in and enjoy the party. I'm sure I'll see you around.
You were a part of this. It's your celebration too.
I put on a few disguises, sure. And I'm glad everyone's safe. But all this hero stuff gives me a rash. I'm not supposed to attract so much attention. Anyway, Lady Arabelle wants a word with you before she starts the main event. She's waiting inside.
Good luck, Jakan. I'll go speak to Lady Arabelle.
Not my finest work, but I think this venue will do. I see you convinced our royal guest to come to our little gathering. Well done, dear. Now for the tricky part. Persuading them to stay for Lord Bacaro's talks. After so many perils, I suppose I couldn't blame them if they decided to leave.
The Alliance leaders agreed to attend the party, and I think they'll stay for the peace talks.
Excellent, dear. You saved Emmerich and the others from the Ascendant Order and ended the threat of the Magus. Plus, you salvaged the talks and restored the hope for peace. Take this. This is your day as much as anyone's. I have to address the crowd.
Wow, so that looks like this is the end of the High Isle Zone main quest. So I have a necklace, Honor of the Steadfast, Diplomat's Anside deck fragment. So this is a component required to create the Tales of Tribute deck telling the story of Ansai Frandar Handing. So it's part of the collection. And a skill point. Let's complete the quest.
We're here to celebrate the coming together of 3 great leaders, and to show our appreciation for a hero who saved the delegates and kept our hopes for peace alive. On behalf of Lord Bacaro and the Society of the Steadfast, I ask our honored guests to enjoy the celebration.
The Old Mary Dominion thanks our hero and promises to participate when the talks resume.
The Ebonheart Pact wholeheartedly agrees.
As does the Daggerfall Covenant. 3 cheers for our hero and for Lord Bacaro!
And not forgetting Lady Arabelle
Well
de
said,
Bourgh.
High King. And well said, Queen and Prince. Let the celebration begin.
That's the end of the High Isles DLC. Let's have a quick look at this this new costume I got. Costumes have been updated with a courtly travelling attire, which is this one. Do you know what? I think we'll wear that for a little bit. Why not? And what else did we get? Insight friend our hunting deck. Oh, okay. Not really worried about that. Anyway, so there we go. We've completed the main storyline on High Isle, the latest DLC added by the to the Elder Scrolls Online. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this series and also watching this video. Hope you did enjoy them. If you did, please give my videos a like, and I'd also appreciate it if you can subscribe to my channel. If there are any other of the Elder Scrolls Online DLCs or main storyline you'd like me to showcase, I've done Blackwood and now I've done High Isles. More than happy to do some playthroughs for you. Just drop me a note in the comments below, and yeah, I'll look into setting it up. So once again, thank you for watching. Look after yourselves and take care. And gonna do this one more time. Ready? Love it. So look after yourselves. Bye bye.